I'm with the CNS department doing a project, and we're planning on running a landline, which is just an Ethernet cable port down into your workstation. Is there a specific spot that you would like to have it?
Yes.
So what questions all?
My desk is weird because I walk right here, so I guess it would have to be on that wall. I don't really like having it back here.
Having wires under your feet?
Yeah, because every time I move my chair back, I hit them, and then they kind of like, this is starting to come undone from the chair hitting it. So I guess that wall over on that side would probably be better. Which is why I have those bookshelves over there, so I don't walk that way and fall down.
Gotcha.
Because I will.
Okay, and just to explain why we're doing this, the wireless connection that you're using with your laptop is going to be a lot slower than the physical wire. So we're just trying to get you the maximum speed you can get with the equipment we have.
Cool.
Gabby, how you doing? My name is George King. I'm with the CNS class, and we're doing a project where we're going to run a new computer drop, land drop for you here into your office. We're not actually going to run it. We're just running through the whole process of what we would do for it. Okay? My cameraman over here is Kirby Kid. He's going to help me out a little bit. We looked around a little bit in here. We noticed you have a wireless connection that you use primarily. As we talked earlier, before we started videoing, I was explaining the difference between the wired connection and the wireless connection. You'll get a much greater speed with the wired connection. So with that, where would you like the wired connection to be dropped?
Probably closer to my laptop since
Easily.
the connection's back there.
That won't be a problem because we're going to run a whole new line for you. So we'll run a whole new line and we'll drop it down here just on the side of your desk so it's easy for you to access to.
Okay.
That way if you have to unplug it or if there's something, but we can go ahead and do that for you. Okay? We were looking around the office and I think that'll take care of that part of it. Now, thank you very much for your time. I appreciate it. Here are the tools that we will need to install these two new land drops.
Here is the list of materials we will need to complete this installation.
Here is a rough layout of the office. The green rectangles indicate where the new land drops will be installed.
The solid Cat 6 cable will run above the drop ceiling and down the dividing wall. The drop will be installed next to the bookshelf.
The solid Cat 6 cable will run down inside the wall adjacent to the window. The cable will then be inserted into a racetrack and run along the wall under the window. The drop will then be installed next to her current desk location. Here is one of our classmates we busted trying to steal our very classified networking secrets. This did not make us happy. No, not at all.
Here is a diagram of how we're going to run the cables from the switch across the drop ceiling of the adjacent room, down the hall to the TSTC staff member's office.
This diagram shows where the cables come into the office and drop down inside the walls.
Once the cables are dropped down inside the wall, we will attach the keystones to each cable run.
After that, we will build two patch cables that will run from the new LAN jacks to the computers, and then build two more patch cables to run from the punch-down panel to the switch.
We will use our tester to check the cables and then use those cables to check our new runs from the telecommunications room to each workstation.
We hope you enjoyed the video and our presentation, and we hope you made it happy, because if you're not happy, we're not happy. And what happens when we're not happy?
Execute Operation Unhappy.
Wildboys!